3, 2, 1.
It's the Puff and Steph podcast.
Back for another day of podcasting fun. Puff and Steph hanging out. What's up, friends? Steph, good day to you.
Good day to you.
Did you go shopping at the Harrisburg Senator store or something?
Yup. I spent tons of money because I don't have any Harrisburg Senators clothes, so I needed some.
Yeah, totally. You never wear that stuff.
I know.
Just, at least once a week.
I like to spend my paycheck that I make with the Harrisburg Senators at the Harrisburg
Their
Senators.
plan, hey, Harrisburg Senators, your plan is working out perfectly.
You're welcome. I gave in.
Steph is turning around and spending all of her money at your store. Good job. Today's show brought to you by Freisinger Hyundai, right on the price, right on the pike. We are in the American Shaman of PA studio this month at American Shaman of PA. Soft dog treats or buy one, get one free. Visit hempushealth.com to find locations. Need your take on this. There are a ton of people out there who want The Rock or Matthew McConaughey to run for president of the United States. The poll released last week from consumer research platform finds that 58% of respondents said they would like to see either Matthew McConaughey launch a Texas gubernatorial bid or run for president, and Dwayne Johnson to run for president.
I just don't think celebrities need to get involved in politics. They're so out of touch with what real humans actually deal with.
Politicians are now celebrities.
Right. But they become celebrities, I feel like, after they're politicians. Right?
I mean, look at someone like, what's her face? AOC. Like, she's a mediocre congressman. I mean, there's 400 something of them. What?
I love that you called her mediocre.
I mean, there's nothing special about her.
Yeah, I mean, some people think so.
Well, I mean, no, she is just a congressperson,
Right.
and that's not a knock on her.
Right.
That's just what she is. There's nothing really that special about her.
Right.
Just like she's gotten a ton of press because she's loud, and she's young, and she's good looking. And then you look at the other side, and you look at a guy like, I don't know if you know who this is, Dan Crenshaw.
Yes.
Eye patch.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
He's popular for two reasons. One, they made fun of him on Saturday Night Live, and two, he's got a sweet eye patch. So, and there's nothing, I want to say there's nothing that special about him either.
I kind of think there's something more special about him because
he served. Yeah, he served. Like, I'm saying, even playing field, there's nothing between the two. That's what I mean. I'm not trying to get political here, but you can like him, you can like her, and that's fine. But what I'm saying is they are celebrities, but there's nothing special about them. Dwayne Johnson was a professional wrestler, one of the biggest professional wrestlers ever. Now he's one of the biggest action heroes ever. Matthew McConaughey is one of the most popular actors ever.
Right.
That's what's special about them. They have a built-in fan base before they would get into politics. Very similar to a man like Donald Trump. People don't want to hear that, but that's the truth. If Trump has taught us anything, it's that maybe famous people shouldn't jump into politics. But if you're a real big Trump fan, then you don't see anything wrong with that. And if you aren't a big Trump fan, then you see a huge problem with it.
Right.
I don't know. I don't really know how this would work. I'm not a huge fan of either of them jumping into politics, but I'm a huge fan of both of them and what they do. I love The Rock. I think he's fantastic. And, who doesn't like Matthew McConaughey and his abs?
Right. Yeah, neither of them, I don't think have ever been, very polarizing. Most people seem to like them.
So, Dwayne Johnson said back in February, I would consider a presidential run in the future if that's what the people wanted. Johnson running for president in 2032 is a subplot of his new TV show called Young Rock, which is kind of funny. 2032, people are like, oh, that's so far away. That's not really that far away. It's 12 years.
That's scary. Because it sounds so futuristic.
Right. 2032. Flying cars? Nope. We can teleport? Nope. Well, what's the big deal? Oh, The Rock's the president, and he just gave the guy from North Korea the people's elbow. I don't know. I don't know. Things change when you jump into politics. There was a lot of people who really liked Donald Trump until he got into politics, and then more than half the country hated him.
Yeah.
And so it's it all depends. It could be a big hit to the ego because everyone loves The Rock. But the second he picks a side, whether it's Republican or Democrat, 50% of the country is going to hate you.
Right, a lot of people are going to hate him. I think that something that politicians can use... Can I talk? Politicians can use to their advantage is when they have some platform to relate to like normal peasants like you and I on. I'm sorry, but like The Rock and Matthew McConaughey can't. And I hate when famous people try to get involved in politics. Around the election last year, all these like people like Kim Kardashian like putting out on social media, and it's like I could not care less if my life depended on it. What you think, like, you don't know what it's like to be a normal person who has real financial struggles. And
well, I mean, The Rock,
relate.
I don't know about Matthew McConaughey's past at all, but I know The Rock grew up poor in Bethlehem, PA.
Did he?
Yeah.
I didn't know he's from Bethlehem.
Yeah, I don't think he spent his entire adolescence there, but yeah, he spent a decent amount of time in Bethlehem,
Wow,
poor.
I didn't realize that.
So, I mean, he is kind of I mean, his dad was a professional wrestler and pretty popular, but that was back then standards, not by today's standards.
Right.
So, he did struggle. I know him and his mom struggled a lot. So he would know a little bit more than maybe like Donald Trump.
Right.
Donald Trump has been rich his whole life.
Right.
So, you know, and a lot of these politicians that are out now have been rich or well off their entire life. They went to Harvard and Yale and Princeton and stuff like that. And most of the time you're not going to those schools if you don't have any money.
Right.
So I think he would understand. Just the last like 30 years of his life though have been, or 25 years of his life have been on a completely different trajectory.
Right.
Than most normal people.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it would be awesome to have the most intimidating president in history though.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Like he's down there running the country, threatening all the other heads of state. Matthew McConaughey's down there running Texas, like saying weird stuff. Have you ever watched a Matthew McConaughey speech? It's weird. He's got weird stuff coming out of his mouth.
He's like all over the place, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I don't care about Texas politics, but I watch those like state of the state addresses. Absolutely. This is interesting. In Windsor, Connecticut, police arrested Nicholas, I think it's either Latina or Latina, for a massive shrimp theft. They, him and an accomplice went to a store in March and filled shopping bags with shrimp, bacon, and Kool-Aid.
That's a random combo. Okay.
I know. More than $1,000 in shrimp was stolen.
Wait, were they Kool-Aid jammers? How do you steal Kool-Aid?
Maybe the packets?
The Kool-Aid jammers. Okay, nice.
What are the jammers?
They're Kool-Aid jammers. They're like the little pouches. You don't know what I'm talking about?
Like of liquid Kool-Aid or of the powder Kool-Aid?
Oh, maybe it was powder. Good thought. I didn't even think of that. I was picturing liquid. That's why I was like, how do you steal that? Because you make it in like pitchers.
Oh.
It must have been Kool-Aid jammers.
I don't know the name. I'm sorry. I don't know the technical terms when it comes to Kool-Aid. Excuse me. Since February, there have been other shrimp thefts in towns, and they're wondering if it was this guy too. He's a known shoplifter in the area, was arrested April 2nd after he was spotted grabbing some items from a supermarket as well.
Wow.
Yeah. And speaking of criminals, hardened criminals, a 10-year-old Stillwater, Minnesota boy led police on a chase in his parents' minivan on Sunday night. Police officers spotted the boy driving the van around 9:30. 10-year-old. The boy drove off when the officer activated his emergency lights, leading police on a chase that reached speeds of 50 miles an hour. At one point, he drove through an intersection and a residential yard in reverse, narrowly missing a tree. Police eventually blocked his path, ending the chase. No one was hurt. The boy told police he was headed to Target to buy Cheerios for breakfast.
Of course he was.
His parents told police they were sleeping and had no idea he had taken their van. Sure. I'm sure you had no idea. You know what your kid is. That kid's gonna grow up to be a criminal.
You know, maybe he just really wanted Cheerios. I will say, I'm always impressed with these stories where these young kids know how to, like, put a car in drive. You know, like, back it up, get out of the parking spot. I couldn't have done that when I was 10.
I was always nervous. I mean, even when I was 16 and got my learner's permit, like the first time, do you remember the first time you were behind the wheel of a car? Like, I was afraid to hit the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Yeah.
You have to get a feel for it for a while before you're comfortable.
This 10-year-old's like, I'm playing Grand Theft Auto. I know what's going on. What's up? All right, coming up, I'm gonna Steph, you have the entire next couple of minutes to prepare yourself. This advice column is going to make you mad.
Oh, good.
I'm shocked it didn't get sent to you first. But it got sent into our Facebook page. It's gonna make you mad.
Good.
Amber has a problem, and she specifically asked for you. So take this seriously.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decreased my back pain and relieved my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph Podcast.
All right, so during the break, Steph added another layer of Senator's gear. Again, thank you, Harrisburg Senator's Store, for apparently sponsoring this show.
Yes, thank you very much.
Oh my God, can we get more product placement up in here? My word.
Hey, we have one more commercial break left.
Oh my God. Okay, so this is the advice column this week. I just got this a couple of days ago. Steph, prepare yourself. Amber needs your help, and I need you to try to be as level-headed as possible here, okay? It's going to be hard for you.
Am I going to be mad at Amber?
No.
Okay, good.
You will not be mad at Amber.
Okay.
Her sister, maybe. Anyway. Hey, guys, this question is more for Steph, but Puff, feel free to give your opinion, too. Oh, gee, thanks, Amber. It's just my show. I'll do what I want.
Hey,
okay.
It's our show.
Okay.
Thank you.
Last summer, both my sister and her husband were working from home. They have 2 kids, and they decided that it would be a great idea to get a dog.
Yes, it would be a great idea.
I am the mother of 4 beautiful doggos, so they came to me with suggestions on how to go about getting a dog since this was their first time. I suggested they look at local rescues.
Yes, girl.
A couple of weeks later, they adopted a adorable 8-month-old girl from a rescue, and she was amazing. They have spent the last 10 or so months with her and the family, and I thought all was well. Last week, my sister came to me and asked if I would take Bella, that's her name, in. The issue is that both my sister and her husband are probably going back to work sometime this summer, and the kids are too young to stay home by themselves to look after the dog. They will be going back to daycare.
Oh no, I'm about to get mad.
That's why I told you,
I don't want to get mad. I was in a good mood.
I know.
Okay.
Needless to say, I am furious at her. I would love to take Bella in, but that would put me at 5 dogs, and I just don't know if I can do that. After telling my sister this, she mentioned that she will probably put an ad on Facebook or even possibly return Bella to the rescue. Steph, I'm sure at this point you are fuming just like I was when I heard all of this.
Yup.
For those of you who are listening rather than watching, Steph is not smiling.
Nope.
And if she is, it's like a All right, Steph, put on a brave face.
That's exactly what it is.
I want Bella to stay with my sister and her family, but I don't know the right arguments to make. I get so emotional talking about it that I'm afraid I will come across as just a crazy dog person. Steph, what should I say to convince my sister not to do this? Bella deserves to be in a loving home, and she has been for almost a year. I'm getting emotional just typing this. I need the right words here to keep Bella from going back to the rescue. Thank you guys for helping and for you, Steph, and everything you did to help rescue dogs find homes. I appreciate you guys, Amber. Okay, before we get to Steph, this is actually something that I want to say a month ago. I came across this story and I chose not to do it on the show.
Yep, I chose to not acknowledge it. I know what you're talking about.
It was about people who were returning rescue dogs and they were calling them COVID dogs. People were getting dogs for COVID because they were home, and now that they're going back to their normal lives, they're like, it's ridiculous. It's so like, and I'm not even as hardcore dog person as Steph is, but I'm a human being, and how could you not hear something like that and think, who are these people? Well, apparently these people are Amber's sister and her family. All right, Steph, I'm curious, what would your argument be? Now, I understand I'm emotional about this too. I have 2 dogs. I couldn't even consider giving them up, right? You find a way.
Well, and that's exactly what I would say is think logically about it. Do you think every person who has a dog never leaves it at home? The majority of the population has to work a normal job in order to make money to feed the dog and have a house.
Right.
So I know some rescues will only let people adopt who are home a certain number of hours, but most people have to be away from home to work to make money to support that dog. So you need to tell your sister, you can still keep the dog. Most dogs adjust to being home, and yes, it's sad that they're alone for a chunk of the day, but they're okay with it. They're in a house, a climate-controlled house, and they're going to be okay.
Right.
That's how it is for most dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And also, you made the choice to get this dog, and you don't just throw it to the side when you decide that you're done with it. A dog is a commitment, and an adult should know that.
Right. So that's what you think you would say to, let's say it was your brother who did this, or a close friend.
I can't even imagine.
Right. I but just try to imagine that it was a close friend that was thinking about doing this. That's what you would tell them. It was a commitment. It's not nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing you said was bad.
I know it wasn't. It was completely accurate and right, because you don't just get a dog I'll have this dog and then I'll see where life takes me next year. That's not how it works, and that is so horrible to screw with a dog like that. Dogs get attached to a family and a home. You can't just throw it around like that. That's why these dogs get so screwed up in rescues.
Right.
It's horrible. And just the logical argument that okay, so go to work and then come home after.
Right.
And then let the dog out and feed it. It's not that hard.
Mm-hmm. And then if you are that worried, then get someone you can trust to come during the day and take her out for a walk and spend some time with her. Those people do exist. Steph was one of those people for a while.
Yeah.
I have another line to take on this, another way. This is what you do, because I completely agree with you, right? There's not anything you said that was incorrect. But this is the way maybe you say it to your sister, Amber. I know you were looking for Steph's opinion, and you weren't as curious, you didn't care so much about mine, but I'm going to give it to you anyway. What does this tell your children?
Yeah.
That if you commit to something, you can just give up. You can just say, "Oh, well, no, I didn't mean it," and just throw your commitments out the window. What kind of lesson are you teaching your children?
That's a really good point.
Say, no, things change. Change is something that's going to happen no matter what. Big changes, small changes, whatever. But you made a commitment to this life. It's not just a dog. It is a life. It's a living being. And whether it's a dog, goldfish, parrot, whatever, you made the commitment to take care of it. So you have challenges that come your way and changes that come your way. So you have to kind of roll with the punches. This is going to be a great life lesson for your children. And how would your children feel if Bella was here today and gone tomorrow?
Yeah,
you're not discussing with your kids if they're not old enough to look out for themselves and not go to daycare, then you're not talking about family decisions with them. This is a decision that's being made between Amber's sister and her husband. So the kids have no say. So imagine what happens when Bella's here today and gone tomorrow. How they're going to feel. And then when they ask you about it, you go, well, things change and we just couldn't take care of her anymore.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Right? So this is a terrible lesson to teach your children. I would do that. I would focus on because obviously this person isn't as big of a dog person as you or Amber or even myself is.
Obviously.
To even be thinking about this.
Yeah.
So you say, okay, well, if that's not going to be the thing you lean on, then lean on our kids and say, this is really what you want to teach your kids? So when things get tough, you give up?
You just quit, right?
Yeah. So I think anything that was said today, and here's the problem though. You're 100% right, Amber. Try to stay as calm and cool as possible. You can let your sister know that you're angry with her, but ultimately she hasn't made the decision yet. Right? So if you're like, listen, I get it. Dogs are a commitment. Dogs are hard. You guys weren't necessarily thinking, even though you should have been, you weren't necessarily thinking what's it going to be like once the pandemic is over. But think about this. You made the commitment and this dog is a better life with you. Make it work and teach your children what it's like to commit to something and stick with it. I think and then try not to cry or yell.
Yeah. And if she insists on not keeping it, then Amber, my girl, you need to take the dog in. Get the 5th dog. I know it's a lot, but you already have 4. Just get the 5th dog. I'm just throwing that out there.
Get the 5th dog. Oh
Love
my
Bella forever.
God, 5 dogs. All right.
I think 6 is a nice round number.
6?
Yeah, I think so. A mix of small, medium, and large.
If you had 5 dogs, you'd be like, oh, where's my 6th? Why not 8?
Exactly.
Why not 8? Why not 12?
Well, that's what I tell people that all the time who have like 1 or 2 and they're thinking about getting another one, especially 1. I'm like, just get another one. They'll play together. You're already feeding 1. You're already walking 1.
I'll tell you what, at first it seemed like really soon to get Frankie after Cash passed away. But we're so glad we did because Moogie and Frankie are playing like crazy together. They're having a great time.
Yep. Smart.
Yeah, no, thank you. I know I am. All right, coming up in just a couple of minutes. Have we learned nothing? Have we learned nothing?
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you! Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph podcast.
I really, truly mean this, and I don't mean to sound like a jerk, but how can such smart people be so freaking stupid?
That's true.
You don't even know what I'm talking about yet.
But I think that's a general statement that most people understand.
The co-founder of billionaire Elon Musk, you know Elon Musk, the SpaceX and Tesla guy?
Yeah.
Elon Musk's firm.
Oh,
it's
gotcha.
like his possessive firm, Neuralink, says they have the technology to build dinosaurs.
Like robotic dinosaurs?
No, like real ones. Max Hodink of Neuralink tweeted, "We could probably build Jurassic Park if we wanted to."
And why would you want to do that?
I don't know. He's like, yeah, genetically authentic dinosaurs, possibly, but we could also build them too. So yeah, robotic ones. They said maybe 15 years of breeding plus engineering to get super exotic novel species. This guy didn't elaborate on how his neurotechnology company might be able to revive the prehistoric animals, but said it could increase biodiversity. All of these things aren't words, okay? Number one.
Yeah, what? Wait, what?
Biodiversity. All right, you know what? I think that's just bio and diversity. Diversity is like the key word right now, so you can put anything in.
So does that just mean like different species?
A variety of life in the world or in a particular habitat or ecosystem, and that's called biodiversity. That's a new word. That's not.
No, this guy's just trying to be fancy. You're not impressing me.
Again, guys, have we learned nothing from movies?
Right. Why would we need to do this after seeing how many Jurassic Parks are there?
There's 5, I think. So Jurassic Park 1, 2, 3, and then Jurassic World 1 and Jurassic World 2. Yeah, it's 5.
Oh, the ones with Chris Pratt.
Yes.
Those are my favorite.
Are they? Mm-hmm. More so than the very first one ever?
Yeah. But I'm a big Jurassic World fan.
Wait, you like Jurassic World better than Jurassic Park?
I think so. You know, I just can't get past that scene where the dinosaur comes to the family home and, you know.
That didn't happen in Jurassic Park 1.
Is it too? I don't know.
Yeah.
I got it mixed up. They all blend together.
Okay, so here's the thing. Jurassic Park 1 is the best Jurassic Park ever. There is no argument for that.
Okay. You know what? They all blend together in my head. I just really like Chris Pratt.
I just know we can't move forward until you acknowledge that Jurassic Park 1, the one made in the early 90s.
The original.
The original.
The OG.
Is not only for the fact that it's the best story of them all, but it's like in the 90s, that movie looks better than anything that's been out in terms of special effects. How they did it was insane. Like it's nuts. It'll never be duplicated. So I'm just saying, you have to acknowledge that.
I just really like Chris Pratt.
That's fine. You can like Chris Pratt.
But the Jurassic World movies are really good.
Okay.
We're going to fight about this, aren't we?
This might be a source of contention between us for a while. Anyway, listen, Elon Musk and your company Neuralink and this Max Hodek guy, can you just stop? There's no reason. Like, nobody's out here saying we need dinosaurs back. We've all seen these movies.
Yeah, no.
We all understand what's going to happen. I don't feel like getting eaten.
No, that sounds kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Are we missing something? Is there something they do for the environment?
No.
Is it like how I kill a spider and people go, you shouldn't kill a spider. The spider eats bugs that you wouldn't want in your house or whatever?
No.
Is it like they do something good for us?
No, you shouldn't bring, or you should bring dinosaurs back because we have too many snakes and they'll eat. No, it's nothing like that. Just
okay, I'm just trying to
leave them dead.
Rule everything out here.
Leave them dead, everyone.
Yeah, I think it's probably for the best.
We don't need them. All right, time to stump Steph. About 10% of people surveyed said they do this before going on a date. Not necessarily first one, but they do this before going on a date.
They take a shot.
No. No.
Is it something you do when you get to the place where you're meeting somebody, or do you do it at home
You do it at home.
before you leave?
Yes.
Didn't we talk about this? There was a similar question a couple weeks ago, and it was like pep talk or something, or like
Yeah.
listen to music.
No, it's
Yeah,
nothing like
not
that. But yeah, we did do that.
Are you doing it to like try to make yourself look better?
No.
So what's the purpose? You trying to pump yourself
the
up?
The purpose is hopefully the date goes really, really well.
So your personality, like you'll be better?
You're anticipating, you're doing this in anticipation of the date going really, really well.
Oh. Is it hygiene?
No.
I thought it was like maybe like making sure that you're like really clean.
Your bits and pieces are good?
Right.
Yeah, no, it's not that.
But you think it's going to go well?
It's something you do at home. You can only do at home. In case the date goes really well, it's a...
Oh, clean your house.
Yeah. Clean
You're not
home
cleaning
or
yourself,
apartment.
but you're cleaning your house.
That's right.
Okay, that makes sense.
According to statistics, people who do this on a first date are more likely to develop a long-term relationship. This is weird. I'm going to have to walk you through a lot of this. So people who do this on a first date are more likely to develop a long-term relationship. Ask questions. So if you and I were on a first date, we would do this, and we're more likely to develop a long-term relationship.
So both people are doing it?
Yeah.
Does one person initiate it?
Not necessarily, but I'm sure if one person did it, the other one might follow suit.
Does it have to do with food?
It does.
Something that you're ordering?
Yes. And there's two things. So now we're at this part. One is a type of drink and one is a type of food.
You get an appetizer.
No.
You get alcohol.
Yes, but this specific drink.
A specific kind of alcohol.
Specific drink.
Long Island iced tea.
No, it is not Long Island iced tea.
Remember we talked
Yes,
about
I
that?
remember we talked about that.
Is it a beer?
It is not a beer.
Is it a mixed drink?
Yes.
Martini.
No, it's one that's really not associated with dinner.
Rum and Coke.
No.
Tequila.
No, it's more associated with brunch.
Oh, mimosas.
No.
Oh, Bloody Mary.
Yes. So that's one. You order Bloody Marys.
Really?
Yeah, that's gross. I'm not a
No.
Bloody Mary fan. Now let's talk food.
It's a specific
It is a...
specific kind of food.
It is.
Is it a dinner food?
Yes.
Is it a sandwich of some kind?
No. I mean, I guess you could put this in a sandwich, but...
Oh, is it like a hot dog hamburger thing?
No.
Like a debate?
No. You could put it in a sandwich.
Oh, you could put the item
In a sandwich, but it doesn't have to be. And most people, if you say this, they don't think sandwich.
Oh. Is it a meat?
It is a meat.
Is it some kind of beef?
No.
Is it some kind of chicken?
Yeah.
Chicken nuggets.
So, again, we're going to go over this. According to statistics, people who do this on a first date are more likely to develop a long-term relationship. They get Bloody Marys and chicken nuggets.
Sounds like a good day to me.
You know what? I'll give it to you. It's Bloody Marys and fried chicken.
Really?
That's what
a weird
statistics say.
combo.
It is a very weird combo.
All right. Well, I'm not ordering a Bloody Mary on a date.
Maybe
so.
some chicken nuggies, but not a... What am I, a weirdo? All right, guys. We will see you back here for the Friday show later.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.